On today's show, we've got a nice little side dish, a crab side dish known as Meeting Street Crab. It's a Charleston dish. Meeting Street is one of the main streets that runs through the city of Charleston. Check this out, man. Very minimal ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8, 9, 10 simple ingredients. Hey, welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray. Hey, let's go ahead and get started on our Meeting Street Crab right now. Hey, let's get started on our Charleston Low Country Meeting Street Crab dish. Hey, we've got everything we need right here. We got, speaking of crab, we got a pound right here of lump crab meat. We've got right here our makings, our ingredients for our base, our roux, R-O-U-X. You've seen it made here quite a few times. We got butter and flour, equal parts, 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of flour, or about a 1/4 cup of flour. Right there, we got some extra sharp white Vermont cheddar cheese that we're going to be using about a cup of that. We're going to grate that up. We've got a cup of heavy cream. We've got 4 tablespoons of sherry. We've got a lime. We've got a lemon. Right down here, we got a little bit of cayenne pepper that I love to use. That's a 1/4 teaspoon. Now, if you don't want to use cayenne, that's fine. Just pepper to your taste with plain old black pepper. We got, hey, here we are again, my favorite, my bouquet garni of longleaf parsley and some thyme right here. You know, I usually use regular thyme. That's lemon thyme. Doesn't matter. Use regular thyme if you don't have lemon thyme. But we're going to tie that together and get that into our roux base here in a second. I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and let's go ahead and get started on our roux. I'm going to take and move my crab meat out of the way along with my cheese. We'll grate that up here in a minute. So here we go. Let's see here. Hopefully that's not too hot. I got it on low. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's perfect. Heck yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Now, as that that's kind of cold butter, it's going to sit here and it's going to cool the bottom of our heavy pan, our pot down. So I'm going to turn this thing up to about a medium, and we're just going to melt our butter where it gets a little foamy and bubbly. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. See, we're getting some bubbling going, a little bit of foam. Now it's time for us to add our flour. We are using 4 tablespoons of flour, or about a 1/4 cup of flour. Now we're going to create ourselves a nice blonde roux. We don't want to make it very dark, but what we're going to try to do is we're going to cook a little bit of that flour texture and flavor out of it. And the aroma we're looking for is just a slight nutty aroma as it begins to cook down. All right, I tell you what, I think we're about there. Yes, got just that little hint of nuttiness to it. We got that nice little blonde color. Now it is time. We're going to come in. We're going to add our. So what are we going to add our liquids first. I think I'm going to just go ahead with our cream and add that in right now. Oh yeah, just like that. Looking El Goodo, man. Heck yeah. So get this, and we're going to mix that in good, just like that. Now we'll come in with our sherry, just like so. Man, I tell you what, that smells good by itself. Heck yeah. So this is going to come in, it's going to thicken itself up, and that's going to be our base to our Meeting Street Crab dip. Now I'm going to come in with our bouquet garni, and as usual, I'm going to be careful, and let's see. Yeah, you know, I'll just be careful with it. Watch out for that. Don't do what I do. So get yourself something with a hard surface, and I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of a beat up. Just kind of bruise that thing up like so, and we're going to add it in. So we got a nice smooth roux mixture with our base of sherry and heavy cream, and we're going to let this, let's see, is that going to stay? I think so. We're going to let this cook down for, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, almost forgot, my cayenne pepper in there. Get that mixed in. It's going to give it a little bit of color, but there we go. Look how nice and thick that is. Just like that. And it almost disappears, but it's got a nice, yeah, check that out. I'm going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes until it's good and bubbly as it's going now. And I want to pull out some of the flavors of our herbs. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, sir. What? That's a nice looking base right there. It's nice and thick. I take it off the heat. I'm still going to keep the heat on. It's about a medium low, and we're going to add our citrus and a little bit of zest of that citrus, and then we're going to top it off with our crab meat. Now you do want to rinse your crab meat before you add it. So that being said, I tell you, we're going to come in here. Whoop, how about that? We're going to hang around. We're going to grab our zester. I'm going to move this right over here, just like so. And we're going to zest about half of this lemon, just like so. Oh yeah. And we just want to get the yellow part, not that white pith. That just kind of, it's just, what do you want to call it? Bitter? Yeah, there we go. That's a good word. And we're going to add that in here like that. I'll leave you right here. And I'm going to come in with our lime and do the same thing. About half of this lime we will zest. Ooh, about slung it, didn't I? Okay, so there we are. Got some great flavors from the zest, and I'm going to come in with our lemon. Do that. Same thing with our lime. Do that. I'll be using that with a drink a little while. Come in here. I'm going to add our juice from the lime. I'm going to come in here and we're going to add the juice of our lemon. Just like so. If you're not using one of them little hand press juicers, put your hand underneath so you can catch those seeds. That's the last thing you want in there. So there we are. Now come in here. We're going to incorporate our citrus into our thick base, and there we are. There's mess. And I knew it was coming. So anyway, here we go. What do we got? Oh wow, that smells awesome. So kind of give that little bouquet garni a little tap or two to help pull out some of those flavors. Just like so, and clean my knife up. Now we are ready to add our crab. You know what I am going to do is remove our bouquet. You know, I'm gonna actually, yeah, I will move him. I'm gonna get rid of him. Know what I'm thinking. So we're gonna take that. Let's see here. No mess, no mess. Yes, cool. So we are gonna need, sorry about that noise, a spoon instead of a whisk. So I'm gonna come in. You know what? We're gonna come in. We're just gonna break this up, just like so. Yes, sirree. Just like that. Oh man, look at that. Nothing but crab meat's gonna be in our dish. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this off and we're gonna move from the heat. And look at how we're just gonna come in and give this a little stir. We're gonna incorporate this crab throughout our cream sauce, our thick, you can almost call that a bechamel sauce. Look at that. Oh man. Yes, sirree. Oh wow, that smells awesome. So check that out. Heck yeah. Oh man, check that out. Look at that. That's almost all crab meat. God, it's gonna be so delicious. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let that sit here on the heat. I've got it on low, just a little above low, and we're gonna let that crab meat get all nice and heated up, and then we're going to spoon it into our dishes, top it with cheese, and then we will be ready to serve. Oh man, I tell you what, that is looking and smelling good. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in with a little bit of salt, not a lot, just like so. That's I'm using pink Himalayan salt, of course, because I can, but we do have regular kosher salt here, and then there's some regular plain table salt there if you want to. So you don't have to use anything special like that. I do it because I can. Actually, just because I have it, and it's kind of neat. So anyway, there we go. So check that out, man. That is awesome. I am turning the heat off. Man, it smells awesome. It really does. Now what I've done is I've got the oven on broil, because we're going to broil our little crab dishes here in a minute to help melt our cheese. And yeah, boom, miraculously we have shredded, grated cheese. So I also did that while we were waiting on that right there to, do its thing and warm up. So let's see, we don't need this. What I've got, a couple of ways you can serve our meeting street crab. I got these little scallop shells. We can serve them that way. We can spoon it into crab shells, almost kind of like similar to a devil crab, I guess you could say. Or we can just spoon it into one of these little small single serving casserole dishes. So we're going to do two of these things. Let's see. Let's get this right here. We're going to add some of, oh yeah, just like that. These could be like little side dishes for a meal. So we'll come in here with that. Drop two right there. We'll grab another one. Do this right here. Oh yeah, I don't want to waste any of that. Heck no. Come in here. I'm going to kind of prop that up just a little bit. And then we're going to come in here for the big boy. Just like that. Heck yeah. You know what? I tell you what. I think this this gal right here may just be my lunch here in a few minutes. How about that? Heck yeah. Now I'm going to come in and we are going to add some grated white, extra sharp Vermont cheddar cheese. We'll just come in here with this like that. Oh man, that's going to be good. We can get a little bit of brown toasting on top of that cheese. Yum. So just like this. Oh yeah. Wow, check that out. And that was, I think, about a cup of cheese. Ooh, come here. About a cup of cheese. I just kind of sort of grated away, and I actually probably could use a little more. I love this cheese right here. But you can use whatever cheese you like. Regular yellow sharp cheddar cheese would be fine. Extra sharp, whatever. So that's kind of up to you. Oh man. Yeah, check that. This is going to be so good here in a sec. So, where are we? Yes, sirree. It is time to go into the broiler. I about shut that on top of me. That would not have been fun. But here we go. This is just, and what you need to do is make sure to keep an eye on it, because you don't want it to burn. You don't want to overcook this thing. So, I tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye on that. And I tell you, it's going to be time to eat here in a real quick second. Man, what do we got here? Oh, yes, sirree. I tell you what, oven off, crab out, on its way out. Let's put it that way. Be careful, because everything is nice, toasty, and hot. Oh, man, check that out. Heck yeah. Woohoo. Yes, sirree. Oh, man. Man, that smells so good. So, I tell you what, let's come in here. We got a couple of ways to, kind of, sort of, present this. Now, how am I going to get that out of there? Let's see here. I am going to try. You know what I think? Yeah, we'll be fine. A little indecisive all of a sudden. We come in here just like this. We grab this little guy, like so. How's that? Oh yeah, I think that's perfect. There you go. It kind of spins around a little bit. We'll grab this little guy right here. Move that out the way. Man, how about that right there? Heck yeah. Okay, you come over here. You do that. Yeah, we'll just move around. That's a little warm. That's okay. So there we go. Man, check that out. That will be perfect for a side dish for a, I don't know, let's say you got yourself a nice 30-day dry aged ribeye. You just pull it off the grill and you pair it up with this thing right here. Heck yeah, check that out. Move you around just a tad. Get a little color on there. Now this guy right here, this is going to be a meal for me in a minute. And it could be either a meal, or it could be kind of like an hors d'oeuvre where you've got some nice crackers or some toasted French bread or a baguette. Oh man, you can spoon that out. And I tell you what, I'm going to spoon it out here in a minute, right in my tum-tum. I'm going to come in here just like that. Oh yeah, got some nice, beautiful, ooh, that's warm. Nice, beautiful color on there. Check this thing out right here. Oh man. Yum, yum, yum. Like I said, perfect side dish. Hold on a second. Yes, talk about a side dish. You know, the thing, this Meeting Street crab recipe, all but two, the sherry and the crab, is the base for my macaroni and cheese. How about this right here? Could you imagine? We take this and we create a Charleston crab macaroni and cheese. I tell you what, I think I got a little homework, a little prep work. I think that's exactly what we're going to try to do in an upcoming video. Heck yeah, man, that sounds like a great idea. But right now, we've got our Charleston Meeting Street crab right there. Hey, talking about that, right here, we got a video for the imperial crab. You ought to give that a shot. Very similar to this right here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe. Give this a shot. Let me know how it turns out. And I tell you what, until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.